I was thinking, Guillermo, since I'm over here in Austin, and it's a little hard for me. I don't want to, you know, disrespect anyone's time. Would you mind taking the lead on it and running the meeting?
No problem. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. The time is 1:37, and I've already taken roll call. Jose, you're in?
Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Jose. Thank you for joining us. Okay. As of right now, we have no public comments.
Okay. Well, I just want to say, as this is my last meeting, moving to Austin next week, and really move forward. All that. I appreciate all of you being understanding and just having a great, collaboration over the last really like 3 years. And we brought on Jose, and I'm really happy with the progress he's made, and just how this organization's developed. I just wanted to, take the opportunity to thank everyone. I'm glad that we were able to meet quorum today and have fresh new faces and new leadership. And I'm always here to support y'all in any way. Now that I'm out here too, if you ever want anything from Austin to connect, maybe there's opportunities for regional food systems distribution. I still have the warehouses in Laredo if you longer need them for any transportation services, exports, imports, anything you need. I'm also happy to use these assets and resources at your disposal. So just want to thank you all for the time. I'm still always going to be a part of this. Anything you ever need that I can help with, happy to help. So, aside from that, I would say, the incubator program, I think, is just something that I think we should continue to develop, and I'd be happy to continue advising as a non-board member, more of as an advisor. I think that's where we really need to encourage entrepreneurs and farmers entrepreneurs to, really take hold of this mission rather than, us as a municipality and also with limited funds trying to do everything. So really, creating those resources and assets for them with Jose's leadership and training them and showing them how to do what he does best and, supporting them. We even have a program where we'll give them the tools that they need. So it's really, it's a comprehensive package for them to create their own farms and sustainable living. So I think that's going to be a really key part in the future of this. So happy to continue helping. And if you guys ever need anything, I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. So what we're really doing is we're following the agenda that was posted, but it's actually the agenda from December. Did secretary last month, but if it's okay with her, I'll just go ahead and go through the agenda. Hands-on stuff. Is that okay with you, Maita?
Yes, of course. Thank you. I actually appreciate.
On the agenda for secretaries is the nomination and election of LCUAS president. Obviously no longer with us. We need a new president. This is something for us to still think about and discuss.
Did we ever, did anybody reach out to Marcela?
Yes, I reached out to her. Sorry. The organization, but she said she was unable to do it. She might move out of the city and she won't be able to join the organization.
Okay.
I should have said she respectfully declined. I'm sorry. I'm walking over here. I apologize for framing it that way.
So what we can do is we can table this to the next meeting until we have a I guess, a better hold of who would want to be president, and the secretary could just run the meetings as possible. So the next item would be nomination and selection of new board members. So going down the list, I did speak to Morgan Flores this morning, and she does live in Dallas now. So she is no longer part of the, she's no longer officially part of the Canseco group because, she doesn't live here. But on paper, she is part of the board, and, she did say that she would log on if needed for a vote or something like that. But I think it's in everybody's best interest for us to find someone to replace her. So furthermore, we also have Roger's position that needs to be replaced, and Cecilia's position that needs to be replaced. Last non-meeting, we did go around the table a couple of times. So I know Viviana Frank is interested in joining the board. So she could be one who would take the place of the Economic Development and Incentives Advisor, which is Roger's position. All we would have to do is just get a nomination, a second, and a vote. And then Jose had some ideas about people that could also join the committee. I don't know if you spoke to Marilyn Bautista, Jose?
Yes, yeah, she's interested, but she was not able to join the meeting today.
Okay.
Because of work, but yeah, she's interested in becoming a part of the board as a volunteer rep.
Okay, so
In what position? I'm sorry, Jose. As what?
volunteer rep,
Oh, okay.
Rep.
That would fulfill Morgan's, correct?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we would only have one position left, which is the apiculturalist, or it could be another local community garden advocate, which would be a volunteer or anybody who's interested in community gardening. So do I have any nominations?
Well, I'll nominate Viviana Frank to kind of step into Roger's board position.
Okay, I'll second that. Do I have anybody opposed? No? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and carry that motion. And do I have any more?
1 second, hang on.
So we have Viviana Frank as the newest board member, as part of the Economic Development and Incentives Advisor category. Do I have anybody else nominating anyone for the board?
Can I nominate, or has to be a board member?
It has to be a board member. So I can nominate Marilyn Bautista as a board member to replace Morgan Flores in the volunteer capacity.
I'll second.
Okay, is there anybody opposed? Okay, so we'll go ahead and pass that one as well. And we're moving right along, yes. Okay, now the next item that we did need to discuss was the discussion with possible action for the grant writer proposal. The November meeting, we went over the grant writer proposal. Everything was in order. She submitted a contract. So what we need right now is to have a motion to pay the grant writer for the work that she has already done, correct?
Yes,
Now, what's the total amount of that, Jose?
$3,000.
Okay, so this was something that was already approved in the November election, in the November meeting, so we just actually have to authorize the check to be cut. Okay, so I'll go ahead and,
The execution.
Yeah, make a motion to go ahead and pay the grant writer for work that has already been done,
in the amount of,
$3,000.
okay, I'll second.
All in favor, all opposed? Okay, we're good. And the last item under Secretary's report would be discussion with possible action regarding the contract of the executive director. So back in July of 2021, we extended Jose's contract by 6 months, which runs all the way to February 14th. Let's see. It was agreed that this contract would be, the position would be increased by 6 months and the pay for the position would remain the same at the current rate. So I did, and then it comes out to about $25,000 for another 6 months if we choose to do so. Bobby, do we have $25,000 in the account?
Yes.
What is the total amount of funds that we have in the account?
Funds right now are 53. Give me a second. $53,703.15. I don't know if we have anything to deposit from December. I was out all December and I've been quarantined since the beginning of the year, so I haven't been able to really meet up with Jose. Do we have any funds to deposit?
In December, we had the Christmas event. We worked with the city of Laredo and Mr. Mercurio Martinez, but we didn't charge for the people for that. So we don't have funds. I mean, we didn't fundraise in December.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
that is where we stand right now.
Okay, well, considering we have money in the account and to ensure continuity of our project, I move to extend the contract for the executive director at the same rate for another 6 months.
I second.
All in favor? All opposed? Anyone?
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thank you.
Outstanding, because we definitely need you on this one. So hopefully these next 6 months, we can see some big awards of grants, and that way we can secure LCUAS moving forward.
We are. I'm waiting for a couple of resolutions. One from LBB, and one from Texas Parks and Wildlife. We
Okay,
should
great.
hear from them very soon.
All right, so the next item on the agenda is the treasurer's report.
I don't have anything formal put together for the meeting. Sorry about that, but I did give you the balance we have right now. Expenses that we did incur for the month of December basically was just for the charge yesterday of $24. All the activity.
Okay, thank you, Bobby.
Mhm.
I don't think there's a volunteer report since we don't have a volunteer coordinator anymore. Executive director report. Jose, do you have anything?
Julio Martinez and the city of Laredo, we opened our garden for 3 days. They decorated the house, and we had lots of people very happy. They enjoyed the weather and the events. That's pretty much for December, the first 2 weeks of December. different happened this. Now, this coming Saturday, it will be our first volunteer day, opportunity day. I have 4 or 5 persons interested that they are making community hours for the municipal court. So yes, I'm organizing that for this coming Saturday. And also, I want to let media and people from the farmers market know that we have lots of food right now. We have lots of kale, lots of sweet chard, several varieties of chiles, of peppers, and we have also some broccoli, some cauliflower, and carrots, beets, rabanos, what do you say? Radishes. We have lots of food right now. So we need to put together a plan to have a food drive or allocate that food in some good way.
Can I-
Maybe we can think of something and coordinate something. We did have to postpone our farmers market for this Saturday due to the COVID cases rising. But I'm pretty sure we can talk after the meeting or tomorrow whenever you're available and think of something where we can figure out where these produce doesn't go to waste or anything.
Yep.
More than happy to help.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it for my report.
Okay, thank you, Jose.
I know Maita is interested in organizing an dinner or an event on site in Casa Canseco. It's just a matter of organizing, putting together the schedule.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir. Grant update. On the agenda, I have something that says ratification of grants previously applied. So what happened was, I imagine between September, October, November, we did apply for some grants, and what we had decided was that every time LCUAS, Jose, know about it beforehand. So, I'm sorry?
And we have to approve it.
And we have to approve it, absolutely. So what this ratification of grants previously applied does basically goes back and says that we approve the grants that Jose applied for back in August, September, and October. So if we can just go ahead and get a motion and a second.
Which grants were those for, Jose?
Okay, it was the LBB, or the LBB called the Pepper Project. We are requesting, if I'm not mistaken, about $80,000.
And that's the LBV, or the Pepper Project is something different?
Oh, that's the LBB.
Okay. And it's LBV, like Victor, or?
Lamar Bruni Vergara
Okay.
Foundation. Lamar Bruni Vergara Foundation.
Okay. And then which other one was it? Texas Parks and Wildlife?
The other one is the Texas Parks and Wildlife. And that's a project in conjunction with Lago Casablanca, and it's about working with youth, with high schoolers and children, and to teach them how to grow food.
Okay, so it's those two?
We are requesting about $40,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and it's only those two?
Yes, just those two.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to ratify, I guess if I word this correctly, to ratify the grants that were previously applied for the LBV Foundation, the amount of $8,000. $3,000.
I'll second.
Okay, is there anything else on the table that's coming up that we need to, any other grants that we need to give you authorization to pursue?
I need to have a meeting with our grant writer because I know we had some deadlines. We made some deadlines in December, but I mean it's just a matter of meeting with her again and see what deadline we have in February and March, and I'll let you know.
We need to be sure before the agenda gets published that it's in the agenda so that we don't miss it in the next meeting. So we have to know at least a week before.
Yeah, let's write it. In the agenda so that next time we might have 2 or 3.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll leave this section grant update for you, Jose, so you could write down the grants that you're interested in applying for, and you can have all the information so that way you can get an approval, but you have to specifically ask for the approval on those. Strategy. Roger has already covered most of this before. Roger, you have any final words for this one?
Do we need to go in executive session or no?
That's up to Roger.
No, I guess this was just if there was anything that you wanted to talk about before on this last meeting into a private session, if there was anything that y'all needed to discuss in terms of anything really. Wanted to leave it there and open for y'all.
Okay. No, at this time, I don't think, I don't have anything to say other than then we need to just keep trying to find grants and hopefully get some luck and try not to pass up any opportunities we may have. So let's just make sure that if something does come up, that it's on the agenda.
Agreed.
Definitely. I think Dr. Mendoza is going to do a great job for us to serve the conversations we've had with her. I'm pretty hopeful that we're going to get some of those, and then that money can help us apply for more with her. So I think we should be a very well-funded organization in the near future.
Good. Okay, so then the last thing I want to mention is that if this time works out for everybody, the next meeting will be February 10th at 1:30. We're going to try to get it virtual because I know virtual works for everybody, but just depending upon when I guess the state of the city is, if there's still an emergency declaration, it will be virtual. If there's not an emergency declaration, it will have to be in person. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today. And that's all I have. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn. Great meeting, short and sweet and to the point. And that's great. Coach, thank you for joining. I know
Thank you, guys.
it's 2:00 on the dot.
I had it to, exactly. As a matter of fact, I'm right here. And out there waiting, but I just told him I'm almost done. So appreciate it, and let me know if I can help you out. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good month. Stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.